Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad you have joined me. Let me see if I can get it up on my laptop and my iPad. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, so it doesn't always show up. All right, nope, not there yet. Let me try my iPad. Oh, it says I'm live. Well, it's not coming up on that. Let me try over here again. I know I'm in the right one. Oh, there it is. Now I'm live. It's so different. Sometimes I can, let me do this. Nope, not that. Well, it's not on my iPad, so I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. If anybody's here, let me know if you can see it. It is on my page, but I can't get it on my laptop for some reason, my iPad. Usually if I refresh, oh, there it is. I had to tap my little icon had live on it, and so it was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. You know how it is with Facebook. They change their things all the time. They want to keep more people on the platform. And I understand that, but you know, they're not the only platform, and make it more user-friendly, and maybe people would stay on there more. I don't know about you, but I am so sick of the ads, and I click on it and then I say hide all from such and such. Well, it hides, and then the next post is another ad. And you can do that for 3 or 4 times. I finally just go up to the top and refresh. It's so frustrating. It's like, come on, you know, by now you should know what I like. I don't want anything else, but who knows? But anyway, weather. I think we're going to get rain today. It was supposed to rain this weekend, off and on, so to speak. We'll see. I did not get Ezzy out for a walk before this, so I'm hoping it holds off long enough for after this I can take her for a walk, because she is giving me a fit lately. I don't know what's going on with her. The other night, she got up right in the chair next to me and laid next to me. She never does that unless something's bothering her. I don't know what was bothering her, but she was upset about something. So, and she's gotten very picky about going outside. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's something out there that scared her, spooked her, if there's a smell, what it is. Who knows? But we all have those little quirks. I am going to show you, this is an idea I saw online. It was actually on YouTube, one of the ladies. I don't follow her, but I check out her channel. I need to go in and change some of the people I follow and eliminate them and add in some new people, because I like this lady. She does a lot of things for scrapbooking and pockets and things like that. Well, I found I can adapt them to cards. So that's what I've done today. Her name is Septeria18. And like I said, I like her stuff. She's not Stampin' Up. She uses a variety of things, and I just like her style. So this idea came from that. And then I got to thinking, okay, what am I going to do if I'm going to modify it and make it a card? I don't know if I did this in a live or if I just did it on my blog, but I had done for Remy a I did one for Remy and then I did one for Zoe. Zoe got hers, but Remy never got hers. It was a pocket card with all these little pieces in it. She never got it. So I decided, I think I better send her another one. And that was like months ago. So I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it got lost in the mail, put in somebody else's mailbox, and they just threw it away. Who knows? But anyway, I decided to do another one for her. And today's idea is going to be for her. Now, her favorite color is blue. So I am using the Bright and Beautiful. Is that it? Let me see. I think it's called Bright and Beautiful. It's one that carried over, and I have a whole package of it. Yes, Bright and Beautiful. It's, let me pull it out. It's this paper. And I just threw half of it on the floor. But that's all right. I'll pick it up later. And so I've chosen 3 patterns from in there to use and to make my, I don't know, it's not real, well, it is a card. I've modified it to a card. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to flip this down. So give me a minute. If you get dizzy, close your eyes. I'm going to cover this up, unhook it, flip down my holder, put my, okay. And again, I am not able, I don't know why, I cannot, there it goes. All right. Okay, you can open your eyes. I even zoomed in before I let you know to open your eyes. Now, it looks like the top is crooked. Nope, wrong way. Oh. Nope, it's still the wrong way. Well, I'm still going the wrong way. Dang. Let's try this. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, it's not screaming at me. Okay, I did a lot of prep work before I started because I know everybody is busy this weekend. So with that, my card base is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is your base. You can do all your writing, put a piece on the back and do your writing. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to show you. The next piece I have is the layer, and this is the 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, just wanted to make sure. And again, I'm using the stars. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pocket to go down here, and I've chosen this pattern. And this piece is 3 by 4, and I've scored it at 1/4 of an inch on each side. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip. I'm going to show you real quick how to do this. If you use your trimmer, you score this side, flip it this side, flip it this side. I don't have a trimmer. I have a scoring tool. So that's what I use. Well, I have a trimmer, but I don't use it for scoring. I don't like the scoring. So what I did was I put it at 4 inches and I scored it at 1/4 of an inch. I flipped it around and scored it at 1/4 of an inch. Flipped it around and scored it at 1/4 of an inch. It's really hard to score 1/4 of an inch this way. So I just found it easier to do it that way. So if you have the scoreboard, that's how you can score it. All right, now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to snip the end off of the 2 ends that are scored. So the score lines, this is open. Score lines are there. All right, so I've flipped those, cut those off. All right, now I'm going to take and fold my pieces up, and see, you get a nice corner by doing this. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to use my bone folder. I wanted to fold them up first. And then I'll fold this up. All right, this is going to go on here. But I don't want to put that down because I may need to cut this down some. So I'm going to hold off. This is my next pocket. And how am I doing this? Okay. I have to think. This is another 4x3, and I scored it at 1.5. Then I used my corner rounder and I rounded those corners. And I'm going to fold this up on that score line. All right, so this is one pocket. But see, this goes on here, but it doesn't give me much space, so I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut it down 1/2 inch. So I couldn't. So this piece would be 4 by 2 3/4, I'm going to say. And see, this will give me then room to pull this down because you have to have space to pull your tags out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do before I add this in is I have a 1.5 inch circle punch. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to punch out the center as close as I can get. Hey, Kim. All right, now I'm going to glue this down. And to glue it down, because you want your pocket open, you're going to use the edges of your paper here and add your glue. And I stored this on its side so it would come out. And it's not coming. Hang on, let me get a scrap piece of paper here to squeeze out and get it started. Sometimes there's, I think that's better. We'll see. I may need to clean out my tip, which I think I need to do. But I will struggle through. Wonder if the other will come out better. Every once in a while you have to put this in warm water and soak it, because despite what the pen does, it's still, let's see if this comes out better, gets clogged. Well, this isn't coming out at all. Darn. Nothing like technical difficulties with your glue. All right. And I know it's not hard. It just hasn't been used. Yeah, I'm getting some out. But this one is a lot harder to squeeze than this one. I'm going to take my pen and see if I can't clean it a little. Yeah. I'm getting some anyway. All right, so I'm going to put this on, and it goes down here, and I'm going to kind of tuck it under. You want to center it. I did not center it very well, so I'm going to slide it over. All right, so there's that pocket. Now, this pocket goes here, all right, but you don't want to, again, glue this, because this is a tiny pocket at the top. And I've got like soccer balls that I'll do for her. So I'm going to use my punch in my thumb hole, just so that it makes it easy to pull out the contents. Ooh, maybe that's why my tip is coming off. All right, so I'm gonna do the 3 sides. Might be time for a new one. I go through those so quickly. All right, now I want to leave a little bit of space. And I'm going to put this here, and the sides are even, so I'm going to do that. Now, I want to be able to close this. This flap comes down, all right? So let me look and see. All right, so this flap, I have a piece of, where's my piece? That's my top. Where'd my piece go? I have a 1.5 by 1.5 piece that I rounded the corners on. Well, darn. I do not see it anywhere. I know I didn't put it back in there. Oh, there it is. It fell. Whew. It fell. All right, so this piece. And this piece is going to go here. But what I'm going to do is I rounded the corners on one end. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to glue it here. All right. So let me add some glue here. I think I need to really clean that out. And I'm going to center it as best I can, but I want to make sure I can fold it over. All right, and I forgot I need to punch a hole here. So I'm going to sneak in here and punch a hole. Sorry about that. Again, I'm going as close to the center as I can. It's not that big of a deal. Now, I need another piece down here, and I'm using this paper and my 1.5 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch out the center of that blue one. So I've used that paper. Now, this gets folded in half. All right, like so. You don't see much of it. All right, I'm going to put this side up. This gets attached to this, so we have to do a lot of finagling before we can, it's my laundry, put it on our card base. All right, so I'm going to hold that in place, and then I'm going to just kind of get an idea of where I need. I lost my pencil. I don't know what I had it the other day for class, and now I don't know where it is. So I'm going to have to go looking for a pencil. All right. Let me see. This one has no lead. I don't think I have one over here. Let me look and see. Make sure I don't have a pencil here. I'm going to have to buy some more of those pencils that I love. Nope, don't see it. All right. So I'm going to take a pen and I'm going to mark right there. And I'm going to try to center that because I have to have a hole here. So I'm going to punch it as close as I can get it. Okay, so all right, now oh, I think I put this one on wrong. Oh well, let me go see the finished one. Oh, naturally it's going to have an ad. I always have it open so I can see. Okay, hold it. Did I put that on wrong? This comes down. Oh, well, we're going to modify because I put it on wrong. This is going to hold this closed. This piece goes on the back, so we have to do that first. Nothing like messing up big time. So I'm going to add this. I even watched this before I went live. I'm going to put my pen in here. And then after this is over, I'm going to soak this. See if I can't get it back together well. And I rounded the corners. This piece is 4 by 2.5. Okay, and I scored it at 1/2 inch. All right, this is going to go at the top. And I've got to make sure I can close it like so. All right, I think, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to very carefully take this off because I glued it. When you don't want the glue to stick, it does. Okay, I'm gonna put another hole here. So I'm modifying again. And I'm going to take, and I'm gonna put this, glue this down so that that pocket goes that way. And I just have to glue the sides here. It would have been better if I'd have done them all. This piece, all right, I'm gonna do this with it. I'm gonna round the corners. And I use this corner rounder. I'm very tempted to get one of the chomper ones. I'm going to round all the corners because once you see what I'm doing, you'll know why I rounded them. All right. This piece I am going to put on both ways. All right. Oops. I got to take this off because I can't get the... No, I'll punch the hole after. All right, I'm just going to do this with it. Ooh. All right. Okay, we're going to modify again. We're going to glue that together. And then I'm going to glue this on like so. And I may need to add more glue. And I put it up there where I don't want it. So I'm going to take it off. Woo! All right. Here's my hole punch. All right, now I've got it to the point. I can do what I want. All right. This is now going to go on here, and I am not going to use my glue because it'll take me forever to put glue on the back of there. So I'm going to... I just closed out my Facebook page. And I'm going to put this all the way around and in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to do this and this. This is going to get a lot of wear and tear, so I'm using a lot of tape. All right. So then this goes on centered as best you can. like so. All right, so again, white piece on the back to do your writing. I can't talk. You have a pocket here to put pieces in, a pocket here. Now this isn't a deep pocket. This one's a little bit deeper. So if you have the, what are they called? The dies. I have two of them and I pulled the second one out. The designer tag dies. I have two of these. I ordered a second one. Don't ask me why. You can punch, you know, cut out some of these for up here and put little things on it. Like I said, I have the soccer ball set. So there's that. And now to keep this closed, this is what I had to modify because the one I saw was, she did hers at, this piece, this back piece was 4 by 6. And it ended up to be 6 inches. Well, I modified it to be 5.5, so it'll fit in a regular card. All right, and I'm gonna tie this way to start. All right. So I know what I'm doing. All right, and I've got this. So I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna make my bow. Pull my top over and through and tight. All right, and then I need my scissors to cut, and I'm gonna leave a nice long tail because it looks cute. And there it is. This piece was supposed to come down to kind of hide this, but I don't think it looks that bad. This piece I could have made longer, but then it would have interfered with that. But there's the idea. Not what I thought it was going to look like because I had to modify and change, but I worked it out. So it's the kind of thing you just don't give up. And I used stars and stripes and bubbles because, oh, thanks, Barb. Because Remy will like that. And I may do a tag in here and add some soccer balls up top since this is, and then the tag will show. But there it is, and then I'll add a piece of paper on the back. So there it is. Nothing like going around the tree to get to the bottom. I know that's not what it's supposed to be, but I went all over to get there. But I really liked the idea, so that's it. All right, I'm going to get ready and flip this up. If you get dizzy, close your eyes because I don't want anybody to get sick or dizzy. And my phone is screaming at me. Okay, you can open. I'm all set. There we go. Well, like I said, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You have to shift. And that's the thing. You can't give up. You just keep trying and making changes to get it to work. And, you know, that's, if it doesn't work, it's just paper. Throw it away. You know, I know it's hard to do. I don't like to do it either. That's why I'm so persistent about trying to figure it out. But I hope you enjoyed today's idea. As I see it, there's nothing going on next week. So I'll be in my customer group Monday night, YouTube Wednesday at noon, and back here next Saturday at 10:30. I almost said 9:30, 10:30. So I hope you'll join me. I am so excited, guys. I forgot. I went over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am like unbelievably surprised. I knew I would eventually get there, but I didn't think I would get as soon as I did. I thought I'd get there next week because I had like 15 more that I needed. Well, man, they were just coming like crazy. So I'm going to do something special on YouTube and put it out there and let everybody know. Yay, thanks, Barb. I know. I was so excited. it was early in the morning. It was like 5 o'clock and I couldn't sleep. So I turned on my iPad and opened my email, and there was the email saying I'd done it. It was like I almost jumped out of bed. I was so excited, but I got there. And so now I'm happy. You know, for some reason, once you hit 1,000, YouTube keeps showing your videos more and more. So hopefully I'll pick up more. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Day. I'm going to a cookout next door to Barb's. And I'll see you. I will be here Monday night because I don't have anything planned. But if you have plans, don't worry about it. It'll be there. Not here in the customer group. It'll be there when you're ready. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.